Hi, everybody. It is Kathy, and I love to be selling. Come on in, sellers. Tell me how you are. If you can comment below, let me know that you can hear me. Let me know how the weather is. Today it was really hot here in New York City. I'm like, whoo, I've got the air conditioning on, so let me see how everybody is. Hey, Christina, how are you? Good to see you. So come on in, everybody. What I wanted to talk about, as you can tell from the title of this podcast, what words can kill eBay sales? And I want to talk to you about it because I've been in Facebook groups and people are commenting. Some sellers are getting some slower sales, which does happen in the summer. So that's part of summer. But some people are noticing things are really, really slow. And even if things aren't slow, if you're really doing well and you're killing it on eBay, which if you are, yay, good for you. It's always good to know what things can slow your sales so you can avoid that, because you always want to be doing things that are going to be kicking up your sales, igniting your sales, getting you more and more and more sales. And that's what I want to talk to you about. Okay, great. So this is what I want to talk about. If you don't know, I was just traveling. Hey, Jennifer, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for joining me. Hey, Margot, good to see you. Hey, Margot, there we go. Got Margot, we got Jennifer, we got Christina. So come on in, you guys, settle in. Hey, Jennifer, yay. So I was just traveling Toronto, and I have never been to Toronto before. So when I was flying home early in the morning on Father's Day because I wanted to be home with my husband for Father's Day. So I arrived at the airport, and it was a smaller airport. I flew out of, if you know Toronto, I flew out of Billy Bishop Airport. So I get there, and there's not a lot of people there. And I live in New York, so I'm used to flying out of airports like John F. Kennedy and Newark and LaGuardia. And no matter what hour of the day you are at those airports, there are a lot of people at the airport. Not show with Billy Bishop. Billy Bishop, if you arrive there early in the morning, there's not a lot of people. So my driver dropped me off, and he's like, here's the airport. I'm like, great. I grab my bag. I go in. Hey, Valerie, good to see you. Hey, Debra. Nice to see everybody. So I arrive at the airport. I'm with my suitcase. And again, I've never been to this airport before. I mean, I landed there, but you know this, it's very different when you land at an airport than when you depart from an airport. It's a different flow pattern. So I arrive, and I'm in this lobby area. I'm not kidding you. I'm the only person in the lobby. And I'm walking around, and I couldn't see how to get upstairs. The driver had said you have to go upstairs to the departure lounge. And I'm like, how do I get? I mean, there were elevators there. I walked around, and I couldn't see any button to press to have the elevator come. So I'm thinking, well, maybe they're automatic. Anyway, I walk around. Finally, somebody else comes in. And I felt a little silly. I'm like, how do I get upstairs? And he's like, follow me. So I followed him. He walked me again around to the elevator bank. There was a button there. I just hadn't seen it. It was so discreetly done. So anyway, it turned out he was a flight attendant. So he was very nice. He took me upstairs, and he pointed me in the wrong direction. And this is why it got me thinking about eBay sales and words that can kill you in eBay sales. I did not know where I was going, okay? I walked around. I could not see a way out. I had to wait for somebody, wait for help. I asked the right question, and the person helped me to get to where I need to go. This is what the words in your listing do. They are called keywords. You'll also, if you're selling on eBay, you'll hear the term strategic data. They are very intertwined. And if you want some tips for keywords, just comment me, M-E, down below, and I'm going to give them to you. So when I am not using the terms that are applicable for my item, it is like Kathy walking around the airport, where you just walk around in circles and you don't get to where you need to get to. So comment me, M-E, for keyword tips. Okay, if I am not using the language, if I am not using the keywords that are best for the item, your item is just floating around, right? It's not getting its way up to the elevator and up to the lobby where it can be found. And that's what keywords do. Search has changed a lot on eBay, and it's not just eBay. It's Google, it's Amazon, it's Walmart, it's Sears, it's Macy's, it's everything. It has changed enormously because of this thing called structured data, and you can Google it and you can read up on it. There's also things called artificial intelligence, which is like machine learning that's going on websites and on the internet, which is the search is learning things about us as shoppers and then serving different things to us, okay? So that's strategic data, artificial intelligence. It's also called bots, bot learning, machine learning. There's a lot to this. But what you have to know, and if it's something that interests you, Google it, learn it. It's a great thing to read up on. I read it a lot, and I'm here to help you with that. So if you just comment me, ME, you're going to get some tips on that. So what you want to do when you're structuring your listings is to be locating the best keywords for your item, because then it has the strategic data, it has the information in it that eBay search then knows what your item is. Google search knows what your items are, and the shopper is then able to find you, okay? So it's like shopper, item, and the data is the conduit or the go between the two. So then the shopper, is this the shopper? Is it whatever it is? So the shopper, I think this was the shopper. So the shopper can find the item. And that's what the strategic data does. That's what the keywords do. And that's why they are so important, okay? I am a trained eBay consultant. I was trained by eBay. eBay no longer has the eBay education specialist program. And then I'm on a lot of beta teams, so I get to, learn a lot of things about eBay and different aspects of eBay. And one of the things that is so crucial is to set up your listings in a way that they are found by search and found by shoppers. And that's what the wise use of keywords do. So when you hear that word keyword, when you hear the term strategic data used, what it's talking about is setting up your listing, having the information in your listing, and having it formatted in a way that the search is able to find you. And that, when you use words that kill that, or hurt that, or impede that, or stop that in any way, that's one of the reasons why sometimes people will say, well, I'm searching for this and it doesn't show. It's because of the keywords. When I work with private clients, and this happens very frequently, and sometimes it does help to have a second set of eyes look at your items, okay? So I'll be working with a client and we'll be digging and digging and digging and looking and looking and looking. And there's many things that I'll go over with my private clients in their consultations. But one of the first things I always look at are the keywords for the listings that they have questions about. And oftentimes just that one extra keyword, I'll give you one example. This happened, gosh, a couple years ago. I was helping a client. It was an item that was in auction. And they were concerned because it was a desirable item. Done the research, priced it correctly. It was an item that normally sells in auction, and for some reason it was not getting a lot of views. So we took a look at it. It's like, okay, why is this item not getting a lot of views? And we looked at it. And they were missing a strategic keyword in the title. And guess what the keyword was? You want to think about it? Well, you're not going to know because you won't know what the item is. Dress. It was a dress, and they had forgotten to put the word dress in the title. Okay? Now, it will know that it's a dress oftentimes from the item specifics and from the description. But your title is an essential part of your listing. And if it is a shirt, a top, a blouse, a dress, it needs to be, I mean, it seems obvious, right? But sometimes, you know what? You're in a rush, you're tired, you're doing self-similar, and the thing you're self-similaring is not a dress or a top, so that word is not there, and you forget to put it in. And yes, it does matter. Now, this is the interesting thing. So we caught it, And sometimes it's so obvious you don't see it. It's like you swear the word dress is in the title or blouse because it is in the item description. That you miss it looking at the title because it's such an obvious thing. It's like the nose, you know, I mean, when you put your glasses on your head, haven't you ever done that? I have. You put your glasses on your head and you're like, I can't find my glasses, and there they are. Is once we put that word in, more views, and it's sold in an auction. So that was a happy ending. So that's what I want to stress for you is really, really, really words. Now, tomorrow, I'm going to put a thing on this because this is Monday, Monday, June 18th. So tomorrow, June 19th at 1 o'clock, I'm going to be going live. And I am going to give you a wonderful tool that can really, really help you with keywords. Just really, really speed up the process. And some new insights I have found on keywords that I have not spoken of in great detail that I will speak of in detail tomorrow at 1 o'clock. So be sure to catch that because you don't want to miss that. So let me just see if we got any questions. Sandy's saying, miss the obvious. You know what? And I've done it. I'm raising my hand. I'm not saying I haven't done it. When I go through my listings, especially, you know, when you list something and you've done your research, right? So you've used Terapeak or you use advanced search, or it's something that you've sold recently and you get a similar item. It's something that you know should be selling, and it's not, and it's not selling, and you check solds and others have sold and yours isn't selling. That's immediately go and just really slowly read the title. Again, and sometimes it can help to have somebody else look at it, you know what I mean? So let them take a look at it. Feel free to jump in my groups, eBay stores, nothing but eBay stores, eBay selling basics, nothing but selling basics. You're always welcome to put a link up to one item and say, please help me to get some help on this. And you can always say that you're posting with my permission. So you're not posting the item for promotion to get people to buy it. That would be nice, right? You're posting to get feedback. But oftentimes, you know, you can just message one of your eBay buddies and just say, do me a favor, just take a look at this title and see what you think. But yeah, missing the word dress, blouse, cup, the color. You'll have the thing and it's a great thing, but the color's not there. And for some items, the color is very important, where the red really sells, but the black doesn't, right? So you really want to let them know that this is the red plaid shirt, you know, that's so popular. So always, always, always double check. Do you need women with bra or dress? No. Excellent question, Pam. No, you don't on that. That's a good one. eBay hide listings from the search result. It's not keywords only. No, if something is not showing in search results, Samed, you really need to look at your keywords. If something is not showing in search, it is for a reason. And keywords is always your best place to start. So comment me, ME, and you're going to get some great topics. Good. So we're great tomorrow. Not able. Oh, hi, Beverly. How are you? You're not able to watch tomorrow. What? Look on my wall, my Facebook wall, Beverly, and you will see it. And always, when you see a video on somebody's wall, there's always a time and a date stamp on it. And you'll be able to catch that there. So thank you so much. So keywords and strategic data are a huge part of how your item is found in search. They are crucial. If you're finding things aren't ranking well, you really need to take a look. This is not about being experienced or an inexperienced seller, because eBay search has changed dramatically in the past couple of years, particularly if you're an experienced seller and you've gone away for a while, or you've an experienced seller and you've sold very well, and then all of a sudden you've seen a slowdown perhaps in the last year. Okay, there's a good chance that some of the keyword information perhaps has changed for your categories and the strategic data. And it's just a matter of going back in and doing some brush up work on it. So comment me, ME. You're going to get some great tips. You're going to want to tune in with me tomorrow at 1 o'clock, because I have a really specific tool that can help you with this. And some other really detailed information that I want to share with you. I only have a few minutes tonight, but I will have more time tomorrow at 1. And Vicki just said, I sold a pair of men's shoes a few weeks ago, but I didn't have the word shoes in the title. It does happen. Yes, it does. And particularly in shoes, just to let you know, and it can happen in dress too. the eBay selling category. So when you're listing it, you want to make sure you're listing in the correct category. So it would be men's clothing, clothing and accessories, and then shoes. So it's picking up the information from there, but it's a stronger clue to eBay and eBay search if it is also in your title. And again, it will pick it up from your description if I have the word shoes in my description. Also from the item specifics, which is why it's very important to list in the correct eBay listing category. So always double check that, particularly if you're doing sell similar, because sometimes I'm doing sell similar using top and the item is a sweater, and I need to go back up into the eBay selling category and change it because it is going to help my item to get found in search. Sandy's saying tomorrow, 1 o'clock Eastern. Yes, Sandy, and thank you for asking that. Yes, so tomorrow, 1 o'clock Eastern time, come join me live. You're going to absolutely love it. And oh, Beverly, thank you. You're welcome so much. Yes, and if for any reason you can't, I mean, it's always better to watch live because if you have questions and I see them, I'm able to address them immediately for you. But I will make sure, Beverly, that it is put up for you. Okay? Oh, we got Larry in here. Great, Larry. You always have, let me get this up here. When I was hired to take over a large company's eBay account that in 1 year only sold about $1,000, the first thing I got rid of was their statement on every listing. Yes, that's a good point. Not exactly related to keywords, but a good point, which is years ago, people would have these big disclaimers on their listing about various things, and you no longer need that. Larry, that's a good point. Because that can drive shoppers away when they see a big disclaimer about we're going to do X, Y, and Z, which you don't need to have anymore. But your keywords are important, okay? Not having an essential keyword can absolutely kill your sales in a category and kill you in search. If people cannot find you in search, it is extremely hard to get the item sold for obvious reasons. So comment me, ME, and I'm going to give you some great keyword tips. Tune in with me tomorrow at 1 o'clock. I don't want you to miss it. I am Kathy, and I love to be selling. Bye-bye.